All right, welcome back. It is fall season here at Lake of the Ozarks, one of my favorite times of year. We are back for this month's edition of the Monthly Market Update. I'm Jessica Bruce with the Bruce & Kelly Real Estate Team. Today, we're going to speak with Nick and Tami Sutterer, owners of MHQ Mortgage Headquarters, fastest closings in town. We're going to talk interest rates and what the upcoming election means for you and interest rates. We're going to check out this gorgeous mansion behind me. Margie Rudolph is going to join us and give us an exclusive tour. All that and more on this month's edition of the Monthly Market Update. And as promised, we are back with Nick and Tami Sutterer, the mortgage experts here at Lake of the Ozarks with MHQ Financial, fastest closings in town. Yes. Okay, good. Have you gotten into the click? Yeah, it works. You're welcome. Guys, I haven't had you on in a little while. How have you been?
Doing great.
Doing good?
Doing good.
Good, yeah.
Busy?
Yeah. Ready for fall season?
Yes, I am. I am.
Which season's your favorite here at Lake of the Ozarks?
Summertime.
Yeah, I agree.
Summer is fun, but I love this time of year too.
Yeah.
The lake is beautiful this time of year.
It is. The leaves change. It slows down a little bit. Cooler weather.
Slows down, cooler weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful.
It really is. So what are you guys seeing for rates? Rates for the primary homeowner, which means it's your primary home, or the second homeowner and investors?
Primary homes, I mean, we're in the upper fives in certain cases. Secondary is getting in the upper sixes.
Okay.
They've dropped quite a bit since July. We've dropped almost 1.25%.
Wow.
As I told you back in our Christmas show last year, I said the Fed would cut rates 3 times this year, and sure enough, they're going to do it.
Wow.
And I said gas would be $2.50 a gallon. Guess where it is?
Gas is $2.50 a gallon.
Yeah,
and
so-
imagine that, it's election year.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah. So what does the election mean for consumers in your world, in the lending world?
Basically, it's each party has different versions of what the economy should be, and the economy is slowing down.
Yeah.
And that's why the Fed is now changing their monetary policy from tightening to neutral stance. And as they always do in history, they over tighten and then they over loosen. That's why we're seeing the rates going to be cut and make it cut pretty quick. Again, this is the discount rate, which is not really the mortgage rates, but they're saying 1.5 by the end of 2025 being cut.
Okay, another 1.5%.
Yeah, so I mean, the
2025.
forecast, we should be at the end of 2025 and back in the upper fours if it all
That's great.
pans out. Again, a lot of it we'll see after the election.
So with that, when the election happens, whether it's Democratic or Republican that comes into office, we should still see the 3 rate cuts this year. And what would that mean, after the election?
The buyers right now are being kind of conservative. They know that the rates are going to be coming down. They are out there wanting to buy, that is for sure. We're seeing that pick up around the area. I do believe, though, that once the election is over, regardless of which way it goes, that you're going to see an increase. I believe so down here at the market.
So you're saying regardless of Republican or Democratic, we'll see a continued rate drop just to spur that consumer activity again?
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be that way. Again, it's not necessarily who's the president, it's who controls the House and Senate. If one party controls House and Senate and the president is another, we have gridlock. And then the Fed will be more controlling what's happening in the economy. If it's one party rules, then they're going to ram and jam whatever their
Agenda is?
Yeah. And there's new programs to help the first-time home buyer out, kind of combat those higher payments. There's 100% financing, there's USDA, there's Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac have a program. There's a second that you can add on to the property, which gives you 100% financing.
Any other specialty products that you guys are seeing to combat high interest rates, or any other?
The buy down.
Do you see the buy down?
Are you guys still doing the buy down?
Oh yeah. The buy down is where the seller is giving a concession to the buyer to use those funds to buy the interest rate down for the first 2 years. Let's just say they're going to give you a $6,000 concession. That money is used to buy your interest rate down for 2 points for the first year. Start out at, let's say, 7. So the first year is going to be 5. second year is going to be 6%. And that extra money that the seller is giving to you is paying the difference between the interest rate of 5% and 7%.
Okay.
The theory is working out. The plan, customers were buying in 2023, we told them, get in while the prices are still low, and you can always refinance at a lower rate, and it's happening.
Yeah.
And same thing now. I don't think people should just wait to buy a house because they hear rates are dropping. It goes in cycles. We've had our big pop. It's going to take the next pop on the rates probably be next year this time. Whoever wins the election, all of a sudden we're going to have these inflation numbers show that there's zero inflation because the housing shelter cost is going down.
Okay.
And they're going to look like, oh, we fixed it.
Yeah.
So that's going to be kind of interesting to see. But next year, this time, the high rates from 2024 here are going to disappear.
Okay.
And now we get the new ones. So that
Okay.
inflationary number, they call it consumer price index, that thing's going to be 0%.
Okay.
And again, the government wants 2%. So that's why they're cutting rates right now. They got rates way too high.
What was the highest that we saw?
I mean, as far as mortgage rates, we were in, for primary homes, we were in mid-7s at one time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
We haven't had that since
We've been 20-something years.
early
It's been-
2000s.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
wow.
been a long time.
Well, and what we're seeing too, with the last August numbers that came in, we've seen for the first time volume go down. So overall sales volume at the lake was down about 20%. So same time last year, we sold about 20% more just in overall inventory. And so with that in hand, we saw average price per property fall. It went down from about $380 down to $360. So right now the prices are a little bit lower than what we've seen in the past 2-3 years. And so it would absolutely be a good time to purchase.
If you go back and look at every election cycle, we've seen in our industry a slowdown. People just, hey, we just want to see what happens before we buy that $800,000 home or that $500,000 home.
Yeah.
Last cycle was the $400,000 home. And the cycle before that was the $300,000. Prices are going up. You don't want to wait.
I would agree. I have to absolutely agree with that statement. Every 4 years in the fall, we see a surge of buyers say, oh, we're going to wait and see what the election does. If you're on that bandwagon that you're going to wait and see what the election does, that is a terrible idea. You could be purchasing right now and getting in at a lower price because again, next spring, we'll do it all over again. We'll have the parade of homes, we'll have all of the homes out for spring inventory, and you will be paying more than you would be right now. I know it's a lot of information to take in, and you can always give Nick or Tami a call. They'll chat with you anytime about mortgage and interest and what it's doing. How would they get a hold of you?
You can give us a call at the office at 573-302-9990.
Yeah, and they're right next to Sergio's, so you could call and say we're gonna have margaritas and a taco, and we'll talk shop. Well, a little bit of fun. So as we go into the fall season, what are some favorite memories or fun fall traditions that you all have?
I hate Halloween. So.
Halloween's always fun.
Yeah.
I mean, just always having the kids dress up. I love Thanksgiving. One, I get to put up my Christmas tree. We love going to Branson during Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, it's
That's
beautiful.
always been a family tradition of ours, is going down to Branson.
Okay.
Just getting everybody together, which is nice.
Yeah. What's been your favorite Halloween costume over the years? I won't even ask you. Do you dress up as Nick Sutterer with Mortgage Headquarters every year with the flair?
When I first met her, we dressed up as Beavis and Butthead, and we won first place at some nightclub. We won first place. It was hilarious.
Do you have a photo of that?
Yes, probably.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm gonna need to see a photo of that.
It was awesome. It was a good time.
Awesome.
I was popping her in the head with
Oh my God. And she didn't kill you? She's still married?
That's a
you?
long time ago.
Yeah. Well, again, thank you for joining me. I know y'all are busy right now. And if you want to see Beavis and Butthead, Nick and Tami Sutterer, or speak with them, give them a call. You can check them out on their website too. And thanks, guys.
Yep.
Really appreciate it. And as promised, we have the one, the only, Margie Rudolph with the Bruce and Kelly Real Estate Team. Welcome, Margie.
Hi, glad to be here.
Good. Are you nervous?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's how we like it.
Good.
Is this your first monthly market update with me?
It is. The only way you got me here is to say, let's do your listing.
I know. I'm really good at bribery.
Yeah, you are.
Well, with that, where are we at today, Margie?
We are at 853 Sweetwater Drive. in Four Seasons. This home I sold to my lovely sellers 13 years ago.
Oh, wow.
They've had a wonderful time. Raised a lot of boys here. Was never a full-time home, but a lot of weekends, a lot of games, a lot of game nights. Just so much fun. And they're just ready to turn the page and move on to some more exciting things in their life.
Okay.
And so they've put it on the market, and we're excited about what the next family can do here.
You and I both know listings inventory is harder and harder to come by. So what are some of your favorite features and details about this home?
We're at the 10-mile marker of the Osage Arm, and the fantastic views will just blow your mind. There's lots of room for all your family and friends with 6 bedrooms, 4 of those having their own private bath. Brand new appliances and a brand new roof this spring. Everything you need for the perfect lake home.
Stepping down into the lower level, you'll find 4 bedrooms, 1 is non-conforming, and 2 full baths. There's a bar kitchen area and a pool table for lots of fun. The dock features a 12 by 30 slip space with a swim platform.
You could make the dock slip longer. You could pull the ramp in, and Ameren will let you have a bigger dock.
Outside, you can soak in the hot tub and watch the boats go by on the 10-mile marker here at Lake of the Ozarks. Well, thank you for touring the home with us, Margie. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. And tell us a little bit about the market. You know, what are you seeing this fall? What are you predicting as we go into the fall season?
Well, I'm seeing more and more listings come on the market. In the past 2 weeks, I've had 2 or 3 past clients call me, and they're getting ready to list their properties, their condos and houses. So, you know, with that, buyers have a little bit more to choose from. So it's a good time to buy.
I would agree there. We've seen an increase in inventory, not a ton, but we're a couple months ahead or more inventory than same time last year. So for you buyers out there, you do have a little bit more, a few more homes to choose from. And as we mentioned before with Nick and Tami, it's election year. So buyers are not as heavy into buying, they're a little bit more hesitant, a little more conservative. So for you buyers out there, if you're purchasing right now, you know, you're not dealing with that multiple offer situation.
Right.
You've got a little bit more inventory to select from. So an election year in the fall is one of the best times to buy, in my opinion.
We're always strong at the lake in the fall. We have people seem to think that after Labor Day, everybody shuts down and goes somewhere else. No, it doesn't happen here. I've been doing this for 20 years. Our fall is always good.
I agree there. So, well, and speaking of fall, what are some of your favorite fall traditions or memories? Nick and Tami gave me their their favorite
I
fall
don't have
Halloween
anything
costume.
that good. Over the past couple of years, we have visited our grandkids and handed out candy either in Jefferson City or wherever our daughter and son-in-law and those grandkids live. So we've handed out candy in Washington State. We've handed out candy in Florida. And, you know, Nana and Papa sit in the driveway and give out the candy.
How fun.
Usually Papa wears a silly mask.
Nice. Well-traveled. Love it. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Again, Margie is one of the many members and great agents here on the Bruce and Kelly Real Estate team, and you will see her again soon. And while we may not have many traditions in our house, probably one of my favorite memories was last year. My husband, Ron Bruce, never dresses up for Halloween, and we got him in the Marshall Paw Patrol costume. Him and Calvin, we were Marshall and Chase. Lily was a witch, and naturally, I was just beautiful. So anyways, that's one of my favorite Halloweens, and I can't wait for this Halloween with the children. Always a fun time. And that's gonna wrap us up for this month's edition of the Monthly Market Update. As always, I'm Jessica Bruce with the Bruce and Kelly Real Estate team. If you're in the market for real estate here at Lake of the Ozarks, give us a call, shoot us an email, or you can visit us online. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.